here. He's here.
Cameras are set up. Any minute now, one of the National Crime Agency's most wanted criminals is going to walk through that door. This is so surreal. I can't believe this is happening. Go, 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 go.
Britain's justice system is creaking at the seams.
Literally, the prison is packed out, so he wants to be on and off for like 2-3 years.
In this new investigation, Dispatches reveals an unprecedented rise in British criminals, many of them violent, skipping court and going on the run.
And yeah, they gave me bail, didn't they? The absolute wallies. Yeah, I booted off.
Why do a growing number of fugitives think justice is now optional? And why are they not being caught?
And were they happy with that? They said, yeah, sure, see you in a few years?
Yes.
We've traveled the world.
Do you know this guy? He used to come to this bar.
From safe houses in North London.
They won't find me. They will give up, yeah.
To a booming fugitive underworld in Thailand.
If I've stopped saying no to things, I'll always say yes.
Except for going to trial.
And an undercover sting in North Cyprus on one of the National Crime Agency's top targets.
All right, I'll come find you. Go, 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 go.
To meet the brazen criminals on the run.
Wait, that's him? That's literally him.
Who are making a mockery of the UK's justice system.
It continues to hang over us. I can't forgive putting our family through what he has.
After weeks of negotiation, a contact has managed to arrange a meeting with a British fugitive wanted for skipping court. He's agreed to speak to us on the condition that we do not reveal his identity, but I hope he'll give me a rare insight into the mind of a criminal on the run.
So the person that we're about to go meet has just moved to a new location on one of the streets around here. We've been told that he's in one of these houses, so we're just waiting for the call to go inside and meet him.
He's still in his local area, jumping between safe houses provided by his gang. On the run, wanted in connection with a shooting and a stabbing. He's sent the address, so it's time to move.
We can call you Miles, yeah?
Yeah, call me Miles.
Okay.
We have a short window to speak to him before he changes safe houses again this evening.
What does that feel like, to be on the wanted list?
Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Eyes are always open. More paranoia. You can't do nothing, mate.
What was it that you were accused of? What were you charged with?
I was accused of offensive weapon.
What kind of weapon?
Machete. Some things keep tough. Someone's got stabbed. So now they're trying to put two things together, if you know what I mean.
Was there also a firearm charge as well?
There was a firearm, yeah. There was a shooting that took place, but it had nothing to do with me.
So someone was stabbed. How do you think they would feel about you not attending a trial in relation to that incident?
I don't know. It's right now. I don't care about myself at the moment, if you know what I mean.
Do you know many people who are like you who are on the run for stuff?
Yeah, a lot of people on the run, but you wouldn't know. If it's a silly case, then they will show up. If it's a serious case, then most people won't show up.
They won't show up if it's a serious
if
case.
it's a serious case, they won't show up, of course. Literally, the prison is packed out, so all these court cases are going to be taking a year, 2-3 years. So he wants to be on and off for like 2-3 years.
Do you think it'll get to a point where the police will just no longer be putting any effort into finding you?
They won't find me.
They'll give up.
I don't think they have that much power, to be honest. Whoever wants to go up to their case, they go up to their case. If you want to go on a run, you can go on a run. No one's stopping you.
After meeting Miles, I can't help but think, how have we got to the point where attending court feels optional for criminals. And how many more people are there like him among us?
I've been looking at how many people are actually currently on the run for crimes they've committed in the UK, and it's mind-blowing.
Online, there are so many people wanted for serious crimes. And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
A lot of them aren't people who the police have failed to arrest. They're people who have been arrested, charged, but haven't shown up to their court date, or they've shown up to their court date and they haven't shown up to their sentencing date.
And these are people like Miles, who are just in our society, freely running around. Skipping court is a criminal offense. When someone doesn't show up to their court date, a judge can issue something called a failure to appear warrant for their arrest. Through Freedom of Information requests, I've discovered a shocking trend. Police in England and Wales received nearly 60,000 failure to appear warrants in 2025, up almost 50% from 2020. That's potentially nearly 60,000 criminals who've simply opted to skip court. In Crown Court specifically, where the most serious cases are heard, like murder, grievous bodily harm, and rape, the number of failure to appear warrants has more than doubled. So why are so many criminals skipping their trials all of a sudden? I start to look into some recent cases and come across a man called Daryl Hall, who has been tweeting non-stop under his own name, despite being on the run. Described as one of the top customers of a major organized crime group that peddled diluted drugs and firearms across the north of England, Daryl Hall skipped his trial in November 2024. He was convicted in his absence of conspiracy to deal Class A drugs and sentenced to 15 years in prison. If I can track him down, maybe I can find out from the horse's mouth why criminals like him have become so blasé about attending their own trials. Could finding him be as simple as sending him a direct message? A few days later, I receive an encrypted message from an account using the alias Donald Trump. Incredibly, despite knowing I'm a journalist, Daryl Hall agrees to a call.
You can come closer. Hey Daryl, how's it going?
Yeah, well, sorry mate, 1 second, this phone's a nightmare. Can you hear me there?
I can hear you now, yeah. So, what happened with your case?
I didn't attend court and I went not guilty in my absence.
Okay, so you got like your lawyer to basically tell them you're pleading not guilty in your absence?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
If I'd have went guilty and took a deal, I probably could have got a year. Now it's down to 33%. And I'll probably serve 2 years in jail. Nothing, you know what I mean? I'm not bothered about going to jail. But I am for something that I haven't done. So I just went on holiday, I didn't return.
How does that work? How are you able to get out of the country?
Well, I was on bail, but I had no restrictions on my bail.
Are you not worried that you're going to be tracked down somehow?
100%, of course you do, every single day. I'm more or less a prisoner in my own home now, kind of thing, where I'm at. I've got 2 children at home. Now I'm missing their dad daily, you know what I mean? I'm not living the life of Riley.
So where are you right now? It doesn't look like here. Looks
Let's close that in this conversation.
Oh, fair. Yeah, it looks warmer than here.
Fortunately, yeah.
Would you be up for doing an interview with us?
Yeah, possibly.
After his initial willingness to speak, Daryl suddenly goes cold. If I'm going to find out how and why he has managed to avoid justice, I'm going to have to find him. At the time of his trial, it was reported that he sent a sick note from Thailand, but I don't know where exactly, or if he's even still there.
So I've managed to locate this man on the internet with a very specific hobby who may be able to help.
So if we go onto the most wanted list, This guy, pretty sure he's in Turkey. Bruno, I'm pretty sure he's in Barcelona. Tracked him to a country in Eastern Europe, a city called Plovdiv.
Ryan Power is like a Welsh digital Poirot, dedicating all his time to finding UK fugitives using ethical open source intelligence methods. He even has a blog highlighting his successes.
I'm using a 12-year-old laptop that's basically on its last legs. Been using a tin can to do all this.
So I've been looking into this guy, Daryl Hall. Okay, so here he is.
Okay,
Is there a way to find out where he is?
we can try. So it's a facial recognition tool. You just scan an image, a face, and it'll bring back results from across the internet. It's brought up a lot of photographs, mostly from his football career. But we scroll down, and what we get is this image here. It says it's from a club in Pattaya. I'm gonna guess it's a strip club.
Okay.
And
That's him. This seems to indicate he could be in Pattaya, Thailand.
this is July 24. There we have his boxing page.
There he is.
So that was a cancelled bout for January 31st, 2025.
So he was going to fight at the Max Mai Tai Stadium in Pattaya. It's kind of crazy how there are wanted fugitives and the police aren't able to find them, but you're able to do it from your house on your computer.
It's kind of relatively easy to find out where they are. Not like exact their address, but you can get a good sense of whether they're in the country or not.
So hang on, why are the police not able to do the same thing?
I mean, I've thought about this a lot. Like, why is this guy basically just chilling out, big grin on his face? Probably nothing they can really do about it.
So Daryl may still be in Thailand, having a very nice time by the looks of things. If I'm going to gain insight into how British fugitives are able to evade justice so easily, that's where I'll need to go. Our investigation has uncovered a huge rise in British criminals skipping court. To find out why, I'm on the hunt for the UK's most wanted fugitives. Through open source intelligence, we've tracked a convicted drug dealer named Daryl Hall to Pattaya Bay, Thailand. Pattaya Bay, known locally as Sin City, is the global capital of sex tourism and a notorious criminal hotspot. Despite Thailand having an extradition treaty with the UK, some say it has now replaced the Costa del Sol as the go-to hideaway for British fugitives.
All these signs in English, there's a pub on every corner, there's British people everywhere. I mean, you could easily hide here as a British person.
I was with Ladyboys last night.
Okay, thank you. And you felt the need to come tell us that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like we're in the right place. I'd check all the locations linked to Daryl Hall from our open source intelligence work.
Weird. Everything's completely blacked out.
But only hit dead ends.
That is the club right there that Daryl can be seen partying in from our OSINT work. Do you know this guy? He used to come to this bar. This guy?
No.
You don't know him? This guy?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Thank you.
We haven't been able to find Daryl yet, but we have had a tip-off of another UK fugitive who says he's thriving in the underground network of British criminals here. Even though the UK police are actively hunting him, he has agreed to speak to us.
No, it's this way.
Okay.
Follow me.
All right.
AD fled the UK while on bail after being charged with stabbing someone and claims he quickly rose the ranks in Pattaya Bay's criminal underworld. I'm hoping he can help shed light on how he was able to leave the UK despite being charged with a violent crime.
You having no baby right? I can't see with these things, eh? It's like I'm blind. Here you go. I'm gonna give you a bag of weed. Alright? It'll say you're doing a big man thing, get me?
AD has taken me to one of his apartments, where he says he's currently training his new Thai criminal assistant.
So why have you got a suitcase of weed?
In Thailand, it grows like grass everywhere, and that's what it's like. But as soon as you figure out how to get outside of Thailand, you're in a jackpot, mate. You know what I mean? I enjoy laughing. Fill it up. Don't be shy.
So this is English people basically transporting weed in suitcases back to the UK.
Yeah.
Like, how else did you make money?
I help a lot of people with their visa system. Well, my ex-girlfriend's an immigration officer.
If, say, someone who was in a similar position to you back in the UK said, can you help me out with a visa, she would be able to help?
Yeah, of course.
Is that something you've done for people?
Well, yeah, I don't really want to go too much into the visa system because that's one thing what I don't really want to expose, I guess. Cha-ching, get out one in, get on to the next one.
What was it that you were accused of and charged with in the UK that meant you decided to leave?
Well, I was accused with Section 18 with intent.
Wounding with intent.
I went out with a knife and it got used. They're talking to me something about looking at 18 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, that type of time kind of gives me shivers and gives me goosebumps a little bit, do you know what I mean? Because I've already been inside that 3 times, you see? I learned from that. And, yeah, I booted off.
Like, how did you get out of the country?
Just jumped out of plane and got out, eh? Booked a flight on easyjet.com, where do you go there? And that's just the way I've lived my life. I've stuck to no to things and I always think yes.
Except for going to trial.
I actually booked my flight the same day as court, right? And yeah, they gave me bail, didn't they? The absolute wallies. I can go to the moon and pat my solicitor told me.
So you were allowed to leave the country?
Oh yeah?
You were allowed to, but you
I
had...
even asked. I even asked, I said, oh, would I be able to have a quick holiday and then come back? I'll quickly run back. She goes, yeah, you can get to the moon and back if you want. It's long joy on this date away at this time. Rah. Yeah.
Isn't it quite stressful? Like, there's an extradition treaty, right? Like, couldn't someone arrest you at any moment and send you back to the UK?
I thought it would be read along, like you see when you're in England. Yeah, and you got the police after you?
Yeah.
Why? Well, I don't know if you know, but...
Yeah, well, yeah, it hasn't happened to me personally, but...
I started sitting there thinking, do you know what? They got you get me, can they?
You don't even have to be that careful, but...
I don't even have to be that careful. As soon as you get out of the EU, you're laughing.
I'm astounded at the ease with which AD says he was able to flee the UK. Courts have the power to confiscate a defendant's passport, but AD was allowed to keep his, despite being accused of a violent crime and having previous similar convictions. On top of that, he claims to have taken on an array of criminal endeavors in Thailand, apparently not concerned that he might be extradited back to the UK.
I've been here for some time now. I'm one of the most well-known people. Now I feel completely safe.
Out here in Soi 6, the main red light district of Pattaya, he's having the time of his life.
What's it like living here?
The absolute playground, mate. It's cheap. And it's paradise. Anything is possible.
To AD, it may seem like a paradise, but there is a dark underbelly to Pattaya. Just a casual scan of the news yields an alarming number of mysterious deaths. People falling off balconies, or their corpses washing up on tourist beaches. For that reason, AD is reluctant to speak too candidly about the criminal underworld.
In Thailand, you've got to watch what you're doing and keep your nose out of other people's businesses.
And is that because you'd be putting yourself at risk?
I would put myself at risk, yes. Things can happen every single day. And something bad has happened to somebody spoken.
To someone who's spoken out?
Yeah.
So why don't you go back?
I went back, look at the door, chuck away the chain, and I get forgotten about.
Do you have any reasons you want to go back?
Yes. I would go back for my son. I've missed so much of his life because of my past violence. But who knows what will happen in court on Judgment Day? You're either in or you're out, and I'd rather be out, and I'm still out.
The person who you're accused of wounding with intent, how do you think they would feel about you being here in Thailand instead of facing the trial?
I don't know, I've never been in that position. I'm usually a suspect, you know what I mean? I've never actually been the victim.
Although I haven't been able to track down Daryl Hall, AD, as one of the nearly 60,000 defendants who skip court every year, has provided an insight into how British fugitives are so easily able to escape the law. When even those charged with violent crime are allowed to keep their passports, going on the run before your trial can be as easy as buying a plane ticket. And so you have, criminals who see this as a kind of paradise where they can do whatever they want, where there are no rules. And while this is all going on, victims back in the UK are just no closer to getting the justice and closure for what happened to them. We've been tracking down British fugitives and have uncovered a previously unreported rise in the number of criminals on the run. Even criminals accused of serious crimes like GBH and death by dangerous driving often appear to be free to leave the country at will. For their victims, this means justice may never come.
Jack was full of life, very outgoing, very funny, a little bit goofy, pretty happy-go-lucky guy. Around 6 o'clock in the evening, Jack had been out for a run and he went to cross the road and was hit by someone speeding, and he died on impact, essentially.
Jack, a 29-year-old father-to-be, was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the Range Rover that killed him is a man named Rashid Ali. He was charged with death by dangerous driving, but by the time the case came to court 3 years after the incident, he had fled and returned to his home country of Pakistan. When did it become clear that he wasn't going to come to this trial?
We actually had a number of emails from him via his barrister, finally saying that he was under a great deal of stress and he wasn't going to turn up and face his trial. But he also said that he would come back if found guilty.
But how did it feel to get that letter? I mean, on the one hand, he's not showing up to court. On the other hand, he's kind of saying, I'm sorry.
I can appreciate that he is sorry. I don't question that he's sorry, but I can't forgive putting our family through what he has. He didn't go out with the intention to kill Jack on that evening, and we could have shown forgiveness to him if he'd taken some accountability. But I think the main thing is accountability for your actions, and there was none of that there.
Rashid Ali was sentenced in his absence to 5 years in prison. His whereabouts are currently unknown. What would you like to see happen now?
I would like Rashid Ali to come back of his own accord. He said he would come back and face the consequences if found guilty. He was found guilty unanimously. If that's not the case, I would like the government to support us in bringing him back. And really, I would like it to be the case that people facing serious charges and custodial sentences aren't able to have their passport and then essentially abscond, as has been the case for us. It continues to hang over us, and I would have hoped that it would be on the UK justice system to do right by him. Sorry. Sorry, just a minute. Having been someone that's never been involved with the justice system before, I had a lot of faith in it in the UK. I was a believer in that it worked.
Do you still have that faith?
No, I don't. I can't, because it's right in front of me. It's not working, and it hasn't worked for 5 years with our family.
It's clear that Rashid Ali, AD, and Daryl Hall may not have been able to go on the run if they had been ordered to surrender their passports as part of their bail conditions.
But I think there's another, more concerning reason why they decided to flee rather than face justice. And that's that clearly they didn't think they would be caught.
As part of my investigation, I submitted Freedom of Information requests to 43 police forces in England and Wales. In early 2026, police had yet to execute more than 30,000 arrest warrants for people on the run after skipping court. More than a quarter of these warrants are against people accused of Category A offenses, the most serious crimes like rape, robbery, and GBH. How have we got to the point where potentially 30,000 criminals have skipped court and not been found? Over the past 5 years, a crisis in the justice system has unfolded. A combination of the COVID pandemic, a barrister strike, and historic underfunding has led to a huge ongoing backlog of cases in courts and a lack of spaces in prisons.
So here we go.
Alexander Chalk was the Justice Secretary under former Conservative Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. He claims to have sounded the alarm that the British justice system was on the brink of collapse.
Our Freedom of Information requests have yielded data from the Ministry of Justice that show that over the past 5 years, there was a 134% increase in people failing to appear at their trials. What's your reaction?
Because cases are taking so much longer to come to court, what I know as a prosecutor is that means your chances of getting your witness to court go down because people disengage, but also the chance of getting the defendant in the dock go down.
So you'd say that a lot of this is attributed to the delays caused by the backlog?
Every prosecutor, indeed defense advocate, will tell you that delay is toxic. It provides more opportunity for a defendant who wants to avoid the consequences of his actions to disappear. Why not do a bunk? Why not head off? Why not abscond?
Is there a chance that because there's a lack of spaces in prison or a lack of availability in courts, that people who would normally have been remanded in custody are now being let out?
Well, that's my point. There must be a risk of that.
But then the effect of that is that A, they become a flight risk, and B, this could be dangerous people being released onto the streets.
Right, which is why this is a horror show, which is why you've got to bring the backlogs down. And the real question is whether the situation is recoverable at all.
We are hunting one of the tens of thousands of fugitives who have opted to skip their trial and not been found. After fleeing to Pakistan and being sentenced in his absence, Rashid Ali is still on the run. But I've just got a lead that might help me find him. Kira Ryan found a tweet in which Rashid Ali was using a different name.
A tweet he made in response to a tweet about the death of Jack Ryan. Someone said they must have this person's DNA. He responds, yes. And with that name, I've managed to find his social media. I found his Facebook. I've even managed to find what appears to be his business. Now, I've also found his Snapchat, and you can see him basically living it up. Here he is at what appears to be his own wedding. Here he is at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
So please, you're welcome.
Is he one of the best chef?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there's one video from his Snapchat in particular that I think is very interesting. This video here, the video was posted 2 months after he was sentenced. And I've matched the interiors to a restaurant called Madhu's of Mayfair. He appears to be living it up in a London restaurant.
Could Rashid Ali really have been so audacious as to come back to the UK while there was a warrant out for his arrest? To try to find out and finally get some answers for Kira, I decide to give Rashid Ali a call using a number listed on his business page.
He's just messaged me. Who's that?
What are you going to say?
I doubt Rashid will pick up if I tell him who I really am, so I pretend to be a businessman. With it not being absolutely clear what his business actually does, I've set up an equally ambiguous meeting about import-export with him for tomorrow morning.
All right, ready? Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Rolling? He's saying, why not WhatsApp? He is typing and deleting. If he's suspicious in any way, I think we go for the phone call.
I mean, is he calling you right now?
He is. We're doing this.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, mate. Yeah, I can hear you, yes.
Are you in Saudi Arabia right now?
Yes. I'm here for Umrah.
Okay, nice. Look, I'm actually a journalist for Channel 4, and I've been speaking to the family of Jack Ryan. You said you were going to return to face justice. Why haven't you come back to the UK?
Yeah, I was terminally ill, and still I am.
Terminally ill? With what?
Yes. Tuberculosis and some other health issues, but I will not disclose to anybody that I don't know yet.
Okay, all right, but come on, Rashid, come on. Like, you could come to London. If you can travel to Saudi Arabia, you can travel to London.
I definitely will travel to London, mate. And I've told them I'm coming back in 2027.
And were they happy with that? They said, yeah, sure, see you in a few years?
Yes, yes.
People may find it a little bit hard to believe that it's a personal illness that's causing you not to come back for so many years, when, you know, your social media shows you at the Burj Khalifa, shows you at weddings, showed that you were at a restaurant in West London.
What social media platforms?
There's a Snapchat of you at a restaurant called Madhu's in Mayfair.
No. I'm afraid that must have been perhaps someone else's account. I have never been to Madhu's.
Did you come back to the UK after you were sentenced?
Well, I wouldn't comment, mate.
Why wouldn't you comment?
I don't have to.
Well, I suppose you don't have to, but you might want to, because, you know, this is a family who lost their son. This is a sister who lost her brother. He was a father-to-be.
I'm sorry for them, and I will definitely face justice, mate. Yeah, everyone will see. I will let you enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay. All right, thank you, Rashid.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I wasn't expecting him to speak to us for that long. He was so casual. He was just gave the air of someone who was like living free and easy. He's woven this kind of lie to himself that he believes in the justice system and he plans to come back. But he's not coming back. At least his actions show that he's not. And it's been quite easy for him to take that course of action.
How long will he evade justice for? We obtained Freedom of Information data as part of our investigation, revealing that of the more than 30,000 outstanding arrest warrants, more than 7,000 were issued before 2020. So there's potentially 7,000 people who've skipped court, and 6 or more years later, they still have not been caught. Like Mohammed Ahmadi, who absconded in 2018 after being charged with serious sexual offenses, and heroin smuggler John Barton, convicted in his absence and sentenced to 20 years in 2003. I've discovered another UK fugitive who's been on the run since 2009 for his alleged role in a multi-million-pound insider trading ring. He's currently one of the National Crime Agency's top 20 most wanted criminals. In an almost Hollywood plotline, Ersin Mustafa allegedly exploited his role as the print room manager at JP Morgan to steal and distribute confidential documents to a ring of criminal associates. He was arrested in July 2008, released on police bail, and then vanished into thin air.
I found this other wanted poster. It says one of his nicknames is Ersin Karaman. What happens if I put him into Facebook? Wait, that's him. That's literally him. He's here on Facebook. Is he active? Yeah, he's active. He has a handyman repair, fittings and maintenance service in Esentepe, Northern Cyprus.
No way.
Yeah, this is him. I mean, I've got his picture right here. There's a very recognizable face. This is someone who's on the National Crime Agency's most wanted list. And I've got his phone number in 10 seconds. Let's give him a call. Let's see if we can lure him out. Hi, is this Ersin?
Yes, speaking.
Yeah, hi. Do you do painting and also a bit of plastering?
Yes, yeah, I do. If I have a quick look at it, I'll be able to give you a quotation.
Nice one. All right, that's Ersin, right?
Yeah, it was Tony since I've come here. So whoever gave you my number must know me quite well.
Yeah, yeah. All right, nice one, man. All right, I'll give you a text.
Take care, bye-bye, mate.
Well, that was easy. But I feel we need to move quickly on this before he smells a rat. I'm in Northern Cyprus on the hunt for Ersin Mustafa, one of the NCA's top 20 most wanted fugitives, as part of my investigation into the growing problem of criminals on the run. He's wanted for his alleged role in a multi-million-pound insider trading ring. North Cyprus is a state only recognized by Turkey, and there are no formal extradition arrangements with the UK. It subsequently earned a reputation as a safe haven for fugitives. And as a Turkish Cypriot, Ersin Mustafa enjoys even more diplomatic protection. Mustafa is openly advertising his services as a handyman in the area. I book an apartment and invite him over under the auspices of getting a quote for a paint job.
Okay, let me just play a voice note from him.
Good morning, pal, good morning. You said 11 a.m., yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, wow. Go. He's here. The cameras are set up. Any minute now, one of the National Crime Agency's most wanted criminals is going to walk through that door. This is so surreal. I can't believe this is happening.
Right, pal.
Are you outside?
Yeah, I'm outside where you took me to.
All right, I'll come find you.
I don't know. Okay, pal. Okay, mate.
How you doing, mate?
You're right.
Good to meet you.
And it's Tony.
Come in. Can I get you a drink of water?
No, it's fine, thank you, bud.
You sure?
Yeah.
So how long have you lived in Cyprus for?
2010.
Do you ever go back to the UK much?
I haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a while.
So what brought you out here to Cyprus?
My family are Cypriot.
Okay.
So I was coming and going.
And your name's not Tony, is it? It's Ersin Mustafa, right?
Yeah.
And you are wanted in the UK, right? You're one of the National Crime Agency's most wanted criminals for an insider trading scheme that you're alleged to be the ringleader of, right?
That's right.
For millions of dollars, millions of pounds. The truth is, actually, I'm a Channel 4 journalist. I'm actually here making a documentary about the UK justice system, and I was wondering if you wanted to have a chat with me. I've actually got cameras. There's a camera here, a camera there, and a camera crew. Would you be up for having a chat?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, if you want to talk, I'll explain to you. I've got nothing to...
Okay, I've got a camera. I've got a camera. All right, guys, you guys can come. Thank you for being so open. I guess most people probably find it kind of surprising that you are kind of speaking openly to us Why are you so happy to chat openly about this?
Well, I'm just explaining what's out in black and white. I'm not denying anything. I don't think it's anything to hide. I really didn't see a thing of it except for manipulating the stock market. So, you're young, you do them kind of things.
Yeah.
It's money, you know.
And you don't seem very afraid that anyone's going to arrest you or anyone's going to do anything, which I think might be surprising to a lot of people, because most people think if the National Crime Agency and Interpol were looking for me, then I would be terrified.
I don't know. They know I'm here. I had calls from the FSA before saying, come back, we'll do you a fair trial.
Who said that?
Not FSA, the NCA.
The National Crime Agency said, come back, we'll give you a fair trial.
Emails going, and them saying, you know, if you do come back, we'll work on a softer case for you. But I haven't been in touch with me since.
So that's kind of the extent of the National Crime Agency's efforts to find you, is just emailing you.
Yeah.
Please come back.
Kind of.
And what's your life like here? Are you having a good time?
Well, you know what it is? I do miss the UK sometimes. You know, I can't ever get on a plane. I can't go through the borders. You know, if someone close to me passes away in England, I can't go to their funeral. But I've got no choice. When you weigh it up, it was either doing time in prison or coming and spending the rest of my life in an open prison. You know, it's not nice for me as well when I'm, you know, doing work for people and then all of a sudden, you know, on their Facebook, my picture comes up.
What sort of things do they say to you?
Well, not really, no. Well, some people just find it quite hilarious. There's a lot of people in Northern Cyprus with criminal backgrounds. And part of the information is incorrect anyway.
Okay.
You know, about my height, about my age. There's a lot of things they're putting on there which don't add up.
So they don't even have your correct details?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
But you were alleged to be the ringleader.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a ringleader. So I had the information.
Would you ever go back to stand trial?
No.
No?
No, not now.
Okay.
I've got my life in sequence now. I've got, a serious missus. I've got, I've got quite like a job.
Yeah.
Why would I want to just start from scratch? Go into England, do prison time and come out. What for?
Yeah.
You understand?
Well, thanks very much for speaking to us.
No problem.
All right, have a good one.
Okay,
Have a good day.
if it does come out, send me the...
Yeah, sure. We will email you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Take care, but how did you get from Facebook, my information and the handyman?
Yes, yeah.
Or from social media, where there's nothing to see them.
Yeah.
Okay then.
All right. Bye, Urson / Tony. I mean, he just completely openly, without an ounce of fear or trepidation, admitted to being the ringleader of a insider trading scheme, is happy with his decision to leave, isn't worried about getting caught. And the most, according to him, that the NCA has done to track him down is send him an email.
Maybe should we get out of here?
Yeah.
After months of trying to speak to him again, I try to call Daryl Hall, the fugitive who kickstarted my journey, one last time.
No answer, which is a shame, because I wanted to ask why, especially in a case like his, where had he gone to trial, it's likely he would have been out by now, would have been able to be with his sons, his family, that even in that scenario, he still felt like it was a better idea to go on the run. From what we've seen and heard, this crisis in the justice system seems to be stemming from a backlog of court cases and a lack of prison spaces, which is all leading to a lack of enforcement, and also the sense that trials are so far in the future now that they're almost not worth bothering with.
The tens of thousands of people with outstanding warrants show that the justice system simply isn't working as intended. This means victims of crimes and their families, people like Kira Ryan, may never get their day in court. And our society is gonna be less safe as a result. I brought my findings to the National Crime Agency, to the Ministry of Justice, and the Crown Prosecution Service, but none of them would speak to me. But I was able to speak to 5 criminals on the run. It's just such a strange scenario where criminals will speak to you, but the government won't. So maybe it's just not a politically popular issue to talk about, but this is a crisis at the very heart of the thing that holds our entire society together, which is the idea of justice. And it seems that at least right now, no one's really doing anything to address it.